What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to make a Modern House. This is the 98th installment of Modern House, and haha, rookie numbers. Here it is. I don't have a whole ton else to say other than oh god, other than it exists, and I used Mangrove for the first time, and it was the first tutorial I've recorded since the update came out, so that's kind of not surprising. But that's all I have to say. So with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so these pages are going to be, this is a 17 by 21. And the materials we're needing to start off, we need like 32 material. I'm joking, we don't need even close to that number of materials. That was a far exaggeration. But the ones you need to start off are not a slab, gray concrete. That's not gray concrete, that is gray concrete. Just for fun, we'll go stone brick slabs, which, because we don't need a whole ton of stone brick blocks, we're going to be using the slabs for the slab and block versions. That just saves us an inventory slot. I know I normally don't do that, but we need like a total of like 15 stone brick, not even that many, like 12 stone brick blocks. So what's the point of getting out the full block? Moss block, which I don't think I've ever used. Just to put this in the back of your mind, I wouldn't recommend getting this out right now, but just assorted flowers for that little garden area. Smooth quartz blocks. Light gray concrete. Black stained glass panes. Ooh, this barely worked. Stone brick walls, because I forgot that we have a front door, so you need black stained glass blocks and mangrove doors. If you want to continue the dark oak door trend, go for it, but I love the way these doors look. They just look perfect. So yeah. Let's start with the not so obvious thing. So you want to come to the front right hand corner of your 17 by 21 grid, cough, 50 minute, and just going backward, you just want to place, what's the number? 21 gray concrete. Then bring that back block left by 5. I'm gonna say that left block right, but you don't want to bring it right, you want to bring it left. Bring that entire thing up with 8 rows of gray concrete. I think that's a good starting point. Apparently I can't speak. Hopefully everyone's having a good day or night. I am, for the most part, although it's been a slightly clumsy day. I cut myself on the weirdest thing I physically could, and it wasn't a fun cut. It's not one of those like, ow, I scratched myself. No, it was like, yeah, it wasn't fun. But that happened. And I just can't say words properly. I'm not functioning at 100% capacity today. It's not happening. I think as this week is going by, I'm slowly losing sleep, because hockey games are starting at 8 my time, so I'm trying to stay up for those, and I have to get up at 5:50 in the morning for school, and that's not enough sleep. Between, we'll say, 11 and 5:50, that's not nearly enough sleep. So I'm, like, waking up and I'm delusional. So that's basically how it's been going. So, yeah. Come back to the front. You have a very elongated 7 there, so that's cool. And at the front, you want to bring the far bottom left front gray concrete, the first one we place in the entire build. You want to bring it left with 4 stone brick slabs. 15 was close. Bring each of those slabs back with 4 stone brick blocks, just using your slabs. It doesn't particularly... If you're in survival, it does not change the amount of materials that you need, regardless, unless you used opposite down slabs. Then it would make it less. And that's big brain, do that. But yeah. Like so. On the lay back row, you want to go left to right or right to left. On top of the row of stone brick, doesn't matter. You want to place a black stained glass block, 2 mangrove doors, and a black stained glass block. The hinges are interesting. Hinges on the dark oak doors are yellow, right? Bring each black glass up by 2, and then bring each mangrove door up by 1. I think that's how that math should work, although... yeah, it is cool. Because what you're going to want to do now is... okay. Place a row of gray concrete on top of that. I need to check. I think the doors aren't aligned. I want to say... yeah, okay. And you want to bring that row of gray concrete forward by 1. And on that row of gray concrete, you want to do the same thing you did down here. So going left to right or right to left on it, doesn't matter. You want to place black glass, 2 mangrove doors, black glass. Bring either black glass up by 2, and then bring each door up with a black glass as well. just because I can, or because you can, bring each of those 4 gray concretes forward by 3. And then on that front row, place a row of black stained glass panes. Cool. Now, we're going to turn... Voice crack? Bruh. Okay, that's how my brain's running. my brain's like, yeah, voice crack time. We're going to turn this into a college-looking field goal thing. So, you want to take the far left row of stone brick slabs and or blocks, and you want to bring it left with a row of gray concrete, and that gray concrete wants to be 9 blocks tall. Total. So, plus 8 on top of the 1. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Cool. Like that. There's your college field goal. Now, we don't like college field goals here, apparently. I just made that rule now. So you want to fill the entire roof in with gray concrete. This entire gray concrete section. So I'd recommend taking this little front left row that's kind of like, looks like a comma. And you want to just connect it all the way to the back. And then you have this, and you want to fill this really, really elongated N in, or doorway, in with gray concrete. And that will give you an A, because A's are far superior. Not that there's anything special about the letter A, unless your first name begins with an A, or last name, then cool. I guess middle name, theoretically, or one of your names. There you go. So now there's your, you could totally leave that as your build if you really wanted a house that looks like an A. There you go, there it is. I made you an A house, you're welcome. Okay, I'm realizing something. And it sucks. So, get rid of your stone brick slabs and get out smooth quartz slabs. I believe I told you to get out smooth quartz slabs. However, I don't actually think it picked it up, which is unfortunate. So, if I did or didn't, I don't know, nor do I particularly care. This is just a wall. Also, that really does look like an arrow on the fresh coat from here. Just throwing that out there. It's supposed to be an arrow facing down, and it really does look like that from this distance. Anyways, off topic, but you want to take the bottom left-hand gray concrete, the one that it's replacing the other one, and you want to bring it left with 9 smooth quartz slabs. That's not where you place it. There you go. That sounds like a cool name. You want to bring the far left smooth quartz slab back by 3, and then bring each of those 3 smooth quartz slabs right with 8 moss blocks, or until you hit the wall. Now, I would recommend placing assorted various flowers on this section. Assorted various, sure, we'll go with that. So yeah, just, you know, do whatever you like. You can use grass, however, I chose a moss block because you look at the edges and it's all green. If you have the grass, it'll show the dirt, and I think that just having the moss looks a little bit nicer. Although, it is completely up to you. That's just my personal opinion. So, do whatever you want. It's not going to affect me at all. You want to bring the back row of moss blocks and smooth quartz slabs back with a row of light gray concrete. Fancy, I guess. Going left to right or right to left on top of that doesn't actually matter. You want to place 2 black stained glass panes, stone brick wall, 3 black stained glass panes, stone brick wall, and 2 black stained glass panes. It'll kind of look weird because it's not done, but you want to place 2 rows of, so you want to copy that row one more time, sorry. Like so. And then place a row of light gray concrete on top of that. This is kind of where it gets a little bit odd, so kind of bear with me because I don't know why I did. I mean, I don't know, I was playing around with things. You want to take the far left row of that section that we just did, and you want to place a row of smooth quartz blocks that is 5 tall behind it. Why are you just now responding to this? You want to bring that left row of smooth quartz blocks. I say slabs, I meant blocks. And you want to bring the top row of blocks. You want to just connect it right. Well, it's not going to actually connect, it's just going to kind of float there in space, which is fine. So there you go, that'll give you that. If you want to just go ahead and... Okay. If you want to go ahead and bring that entire row of smooth quartz blocks on the far left back by 15, you can go ahead and do that. I am going to. So if you make your grid, it will be at the edge of your grid, and if you didn't, then it will be at the same length back as the gray concrete section, which really threw me off when I was first making the grid. God, another voice crack. It's gonna be that way, isn't it? Oh, we need... Never mind, it's fine. I guess, yeah, get rid of your smooth quartz slabs, moss blocks, and gray concrete, actually. And you can get out mangrove planks, and mangrove slabs, and maybe something else? Possibly. We don't actually need anything else. So, you can do that. And I'm actually going to push everything forward a block, or an inventory slot, just for fun. By the way, this is the first tutorial I ever recorded since the wild update came out, and I'm already using mangrove. Just going to throw that out there. So this row of smooth quartz blocks here, this top row at the front, we're only focusing on the front for now. You want to bring it up diagonally forward with a row of light gray concrete. And that row of light gray concrete wants to overhang the left by 1. You then want to bring it... No, don't do that, I lied. Actually, bring it back on the left by 1 for now. Because that'll tie into our pattern. And then what you're going to want to do is going right to left on top of that. You want to place a light gray concrete, black stained glass pane, sorry, stone brick wall, 3 black stained glass panes, stone brick wall, 4 black stained glass panes, and then go back with 1. And if you actually want to place stone brick walls here, you could, although I don't particularly think that's a great look. But I kind of made those in line intentionally. I thought that'd be an interesting idea to go for. And then what you want to do is you want to copy that row 1 more time. Cool. That's not where that... You know, that... Sure, that can go there. Why not? And then you want to place a row of light gray concrete on top of that. And then that will give you something. I don't particularly know what, but there you go. Cool. I guess. Unless you don't think it's cool, then that's unfortunate. But... You want to bring the like row of 4, or I guess column of 4 light gray concrete at the back left, sort of back left, this spot. You want to bring it back by 15 with light gray concrete. Just to make sure you have everything correct. It should be in line with the edge of the smooth quartz blocks, and if you want to add windows here, then go for it. And that's also another thing that is gonna need to be pointed out, sure, if that's how that works. Now, this is when I kind of am not going to know how to explain this. Actually, no, it's going to be fine. So come to the back real quick. And not really quick. You want to come, and you want to orient yourself so that way everything is basically flopping, and it's how your perspective is. So gray concrete's the left, light gray concrete and smooth quartz is the right. The front is the back, and then the back that we're working on will be technically the front. Just to get our bearing straight. You want to bring this row of 4 light gray concrete here. You want to bring the entire row. Each block will go left individually with 1 smooth quartz block, so it's going to be a column of each. 1 sec. 3 rows of light gray concrete. Smooth quartz block. 3 light gray concrete. Smooth quartz block. And then a light gray concrete. So you should have this. It looks weird, but we'll figure it out. It's okay. Connect either of those 2 pillars of smooth quartz blocks down to the ground. And then I did this not in the way that I should have. So what I would actually recommend doing is in each of these little gaps, a block inward, so towards the front. You want to just fill in these sections in with mangrove planks. Now, I filled in the 1 block section originally with smooth quartz because that was what the wall was, but I actually think mangrove will look better. And as you can see, yeah, mangrove does look a lot better. Here's smooth quartz real quick. That's smooth quartz, you can see how that looks. It looks a little, like, it looks fine, but it doesn't look particularly as great as having the mangrove. Because the mangrove just adds a little bit of, a extra color. And it's kind of like almost how I've done on some of the recent ones with the, like, how the back is the same as the front. Is there anything around here? No, there is no modern house in my general vicinity. Other than that, but that sucks. How I've been having, like, the window frames and just filling them with, like, gray concrete. That's kind of what that almost is. Not intentionally, but that is what it is. And, yeah. What you then want to do is you don't actually have to do this, but I'm just going to do it because it's going to make the next step easier. Fill in your roof with light gray concrete. Sorry. Your left side of your roof. So I was trying to do a weird thing with, like, almost like cubicles, they look like, on top of the house with this smooth quartz trimming and then mangrove in the middle. It wasn't working out. Just throwing that out there is something that I tried to do. And then I ended up going with this design instead because it isn't too harsh on the front. And that's kind of what I was going for. So there you go. That just makes this next step easier. Come to the top front left-hand corner like right concrete. It's this block. See, the one that I placed a smooth quartz block on top of? Don't do that. You want to bring this, or you want to count back 2 and right 1 from this block, and going back you want to place 12 smooth quartz blocks. Then go up by 1, and then bring either of those 2 smooth quartz blocks back by 3. Thank you, Minecraft Ambiance. And then you want to do this in line with all 3 of these little, like, smooth quartz dots you can see from the ceiling. So, just leave a 3-block gap moving right from that and do the same thing, and then do that one more time. And then that will give you, whoopsies, hold up. That'll give you that. So it does look a little bit bare, so let's fix that, shall we? Coming to the top, you want to place in the first 12 rows, you want to place mangrove slabs. Up to there. Just adds a little bit of a red texture to it. I really do like this. It's better than crimson and better than acacia. It's almost like a color of the two combined, and it looks really nice. There you go. Honestly, one of my new favorite woods. And then you can bring each of those slabs back with 2 planks, and then bring each plank up with another slab. Like so. And that'll give you this effect, and there's a cardinal outside. Hello, Mr. Cardinal. So yeah, there you go. And if you want to, like, do something for this, I know this does look a little bit odd, but I think it's fine. I think it worked out okay enough. And you can also remove the light gray concrete here and make it mangrove, but I think having the strips like that looks a little bit nicer. Although, it's all personal preference. Play around with some things if you really want to. You can even extend the light gray concrete towards you another block just to have a little bit more depth going there. But, decide what you want to do and decide what you think of it. It's really up to you at this point. If you, like, I'd recommend taking a build, like any tutorial that you ever make, looking at it and just being like, okay, what things do I not like about this, and what things do I like? Oopsies. What things do I like about this? And just kind of take those, and generally you can just store them in the back of your mind and be like, okay, this is something that I bumped the mic twice during that conversation. Cool. I'm doing hand gestures. I don't know why. And just whatever you like, you can use whenever if you ever end up making your own builds without tutorials, which I definitely recommend doing. And then you can decide what things you don't think look as good and what works together. It's honestly just like an experience thing. The more you build, the better you'll get, and that's kind of how it just is. You kind of just gotta have a feel for it. But yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your modern house. I think it's the 98th installment at this point complete. Thank you guys, so if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know what you guys think of this one. If you have an opinion or not, I don't really know. But have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.